It's officially 1 month in my 3 month challenge, and this is a 1 month recap. I'll be sharing the things that I've been doing and as well giving you tips on what you can do during this challenge and things I wouldn't be doing in my next challenge. So keep watching. Honestly, this is a late recap video, which I'm sorry about. We clocked 1 month a week ago, but I love making this type of video, so I did not want to scrap it out, even though I almost did. I love making sure that everybody is up with my routine, everything that I did for the first month. So, first thing at first, I'm going to run you through my routine and everything I did, then also share with you a few things I wouldn't be doing in my next challenge and what I would try to incorporate more in this particular challenge. We have so many new people on this channel, so I want to explain what my 3 month challenge is about so that nobody's confused. But basically, my 3 months challenge is like a hair growth challenge where I keep my protective hairstyle for 3 months while also caring for my hair, trying out treatments just to improve my length retention, because that was what was my major problem before I actually started retaining length. If you want to know more about this, I just dropped my 1 year recap on my 3 months challenge. Like, I've been doing this challenge for a year now, so I dropped a recap and you would actually love to see that video. It's so beneficial. I'll try to link it, but if you want a direct link, you can ask in the comment section. But it's not an old video, so you can easily find it on my channel. So moving on to my actual routine. When it comes to my routine, I have two routine I'm doing to my hair, which is my wash day routine and my moisture routine. So I'm going to explain my wash day routine and moisture routine in this one clip. So if you're not new to my channel, you know, for the first month I like to do the minimum. I don't want to do so much so that my hair doesn't get frizzy for the first month, because I love to wear my hair out for like 2 months or a month and a half. So I just don't like my hair getting frizzy early on. So I like to stretch out my wash day and my moisture routine, which I don't recommend because you actually don't want your hair to be dry. But this is something I do. But I also add moisture to my hair, but not to my scalp directly, just to my ends. I think I might do a video on how I moisturize my hair for the first month, because I try not to go in with so much product on my scalp so that my hair doesn't get frizzy early on. So now that my 1 month challenge is done, I'm back to doing my routine weekly, which is my wash day routine twice in a month and my moisture routine twice in a month. Starting off with my wash day routine, the first thing I do is to go in with my shampoo. I like to focus on my scalp and the length of my hair so that I get rid of all that product. One thing you should try and avoid in this challenge is product buildup, because at the end of the day, when you're taking down your hair, it can cause breakage. So make sure you are washing your hair regularly, and I always recommend twice in a month. For the next step is going in with my treatment. For my treatment, I like to find herbs that focus on conditioning and strengthening my hair. So for this particular treatment, I have hibiscus plant, which helps to moisturize and keep my hair conditioned. I have fenugreek and rosemary, which help in hair loss and also strengthening my hair strands. If you have fine hair, this is something you want to incorporate in your routine. So I'm going to be going in with my deep conditioner. So I love to pair my treatment and my deep conditioner together so that I get the most out of this step. So after applying my deep conditioning mask, which I use the Mega Grow Deep Conditioner, I highly recommend this. It makes my hair feel so soft. After doing that, I go in with my steam cap and let that sit in for 20 minutes. And trust me, when you're done with this, your hair would feel so soft. Moving on to the last step, I'm going to be doing the LOC method, which is the liquid, oil and cream. So this is the method I use to lock in moisture. I'm going to walk you through everything I do. So for the first step is leave-in conditioner. A hack I'm going to give to you if you have high porosity hair is go for thick conditioners and try to avoid your scalp to avoid build-ups, and also focus on the length of your hair and your ends especially. Next is my aloe vera oil, and I pair it with my virgin hair fertilizer. I love to use this product directly to my scalp to give myself a good scalp massage to help promote hair growth, and they are both lightweight products. So moving on to the last step, which is my cream. I love to use the shea butter cream on my hair, and this helps lock in the moisture on my hair. If you're having problem retaining moisture, one thing about shea butter, is a very thick product, so when you apply it to your ends especially, you're going to be able to lock in the moisture to your hair. I would say avoid your scalp when you're doing this, because anything that is thick, you don't want it directly to your scalp to avoid any buildup. So that's all for my step, and also all I do for my wash day routine. Another hack I'm going to give to you is that when you're done with this step, go in with a braid. This helps your moisture to last longer. If you're not wearing your hair out, I would always recommend you putting it in a braid. With this method, your moisture stays locked in longer and your hair can stay moisturized up to a week just by doing this. So that's all for my wash day routine. It's very similar to my moisture routine. The only difference is that I don't wash my hair. The same product, the same treatment, every single thing is the same thing I do for my moisture routine. Only if I'm changing my treatment, but this is basically all I did for my first month. So now that we're done with the wash day routine and my moisture routine, I'm going to be moving on to another section of this video where basically I'll be answering your questions you've been asking in most of my videos, especially pertaining to my hair challenge and how I've been able to grow my hair. So this is going to be tips for this challenge. What I would say is try to understand your own hair. Even though I'm making videos and sharing my experience on products I'm using, techniques I'm doing, what is working for me, it would work also for you, but there's also a possibility that it would not work for you. The only best bet you have to understanding your own hair is knowing your hair porosity. I would always say know your hair porosity, because if I'm giving you a product recommendation, you can use that product and it wouldn't work for you. But if you know your hair porosity, you can use that product and it would work well for you. Let me explain that. So I mentioned I have high porosity hair and I like to go for thick products so that it can weigh down on my hair and keep my hair moisturized longer, because my cuticles are open. For low porosity hair, their cuticles are closed, so you have to find a way to open your cuticles before you put your product in. There are so many ways you can do that by using warm water. If I'm correct, I think it's warm water. I don't know much about low porosity hair, but I've seen people talk about using warm water and steam to open up their cuticles so that they can put their products in. So if you have low porosity hair, if you just use the thick conditioner directly to your hair, it's just going to sit on your hair strands and it's not going to moisturize your cuticles. So they're just weighing down on your hair, and it can cause product buildup at the end of the day, and also moisture overload, which is not good for your hair because it can lead your hair to breakage. So that's why I said that knowing your hair porosity is the best bet to understanding your hair. So if you have any questions concerning, oh, this product is not working for me, do you know your hair porosity? Have you tried products for your hair porosity? That's a very, very important question you should ask yourself every single time you're asking this particular question. Another thing is that this whole challenge is not a magic show. I know most people would want to grow their hair super fast, but when it comes to growing your hair, it's not something that happens overnight. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes being consistent for you to see results. One thing I've been focused on is making sure that I'm doing my routine, making sure I'm understanding my hair, making sure my hair is not left dry, just caring for my hair. And trust me, you would see your results. You're guaranteed to see your results if you're following this challenge properly. And I would say that just try and focus on your routine and making sure you're doing the right thing for your hair. And one thing about hair is that once it's healthy, it would grow. You don't have to do much to your hair, honestly. And you keeping your hair protected in a protective hairstyle for 3 months, very, very important, and trust me, you would see your results. Just keep up with your routine and be consistent. Also going to be talking about protective hairstyle. I'm so happy in the comment section that most people are learning what protective hairstyle works for their hair and what doesn't work for their hair. I've been using mini twist in this whole challenge, and I'm going to be switching to braids as a regular protective hairstyle, because mini twist, I have a whole video on mini twist and why I will be taking a break from mini twist. But I'm so happy that in the comment section people are understanding their hair and picking the right protective hairstyle for them. Most people are doing medium braids, they're doing jumbo braids, even some people are doing mini twist and it's working so well for them. Mini twist has worked so well for me, especially to getting to this particular point in my hair, but I think I've gotten to a stage where mini twist is not the right protective hairstyle for me anymore, so I'll be switching back to medium braids. I would say for this particular challenge, protective hairstyle is a very, very important factor in you reaching your hair goals and you getting the most out of this whole challenge, because I found an alternative way for me to actually retain more length. I struggled with my length retention for so many years and I focused more on hair growth than length retention, but once I made the switch, I've been able to see my length show more. So one thing you should understand is that this particular challenge is focused on length retention and just getting your hair to the healthiest and best it can be, just you reaching your hair goals, whatever that may look like. And I've been able to reach mine just by doing this in a year. So I would say pick a good protective hairstyle, and I will always recommend you not adding extensions for this particular challenge so that I can get full access to your hair to do your routine, and also so that you don't have extra weight on your hair, especially if you have fine hair. Like I made a video on that. Fine hair is easily prone to breakage, so adding weight to your long-term protective hairstyle would be something I would not recommend. But your protective hairstyle is very, very important pertaining to this particular challenge. Just make sure you pick the right protective hairstyle for yourself, and you would start seeing a huge change. So that will be all for this video. I really hope it was helpful. And for my 1 month recap, I can't wait for the 2 month recap and the 3 month recap so that we can be done for this particular challenge, because I can't wait to start doing braids now. And I think mini twist is time to let you go. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can leave that in the comment section. And also, if you have any problem you're facing, if you want me to make a specific video for anything, you can leave that in the comment section. I'll be happy to make a dedicated video for whatever issues you're facing, or answer your questions in the comment section, whichever you would like. And yeah, that will be all for this video. I really hope you found it helpful. I would also like to know in the comment section how your challenge is going, how your hair is doing, if you're seeing improvements. I just really want to know more in the comment section so that I can understand what is going on with you guys. And this is my 1 month check-in. I can't wait to read the comments on your own 1 month check-in. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you and bye.